Hello guys, I'm Daniel Albino and I'll be talking on this channel about how to improve yourself, a little bit of storytelling and a little bit of everything. And today I want to talk about things that have helped me become a better public speaking and things that have translated to making decent videos, being able to express yourself without a script. And today I want to talk about those. If you guys didn't know, for many years I did public speaking as a Jehovah's Witness. I was in front of hundreds of people. I only did one time that there were thousands of people live, actually 2 times. And it was great. But the number one tip I want to talk about is literally stepping into the platform, how they call it in Puerto Rico, or what we call it here, into the stage to talk about something you care about is one of the most nerve-wracking things. So the number one tip I have for you, if you're doing this yourself, is think about how your information, the information you're relying to your public, is gonna help them. Instead of focusing your energy on how nervous you are, how nerve-wracking it is to be in a stage yourself, think about how you're gonna help other people. Think about how you're gonna influence somebody's viewpoint, how you're gonna influence somebody's lifestyle, how you're gonna even influence somebody's finance. I see many public speakers like Gary Vee and many others that with a simple word that they say, they can change somebody's mindset completely. And that's my number one thing, is think about your public and not focus on your own pain. The number 2 point that I want to talk about is just look at a certain individual in the audience. You don't have to look at this person every single second. All right, you also don't want to make that person uncomfortable, like the message is just for them. But you want to find in the public, in the crowd, a face that is familiar or a face that you feel comfortable with, and just focus on that individual for a little bit and then shift your attention to another individual that literally feels friendly to you. So, for example, if you're looking at somebody in the crowd and you notice that they're engaging with you, focus on that. What that will do is put a face to the message. It will help you focus to the first point, which is, I want to help that person that I'm looking at with this message. I want to see a face. I want to be feeling like I'm talking to somebody, like I'm reaching out and trying to help somebody. So, what I will say is just focus on one single individual and then rotate individuals as you go in your speech. So that way you actually are engaging with the public. The number 3 tip is always have a nice posture. Especially when you're reading, like you're reading the Bible or you're reading any other sort of book in front of a person. You want to have the book in a certain position, not like this so it blocks your face and your voice. Instead, you want to have it right here, and make sure that from time to time you keep eye contact with your public. Because what happens with many people is that they lose focus on what they're doing. Let's say that they are, for example, I wrote here storytelling video, and then I just keep reading and reading and reading, and I don't look at you guys. What happens is you guys will lose attention and focus on my message or on what I'm reading. You will actually start to lose focus. Have you ever been in a classroom where somebody is reading, and not only are they reading like this, but also they are just looking at their book while reading like this, and they never engage with you? Don't you want to grab the pencil and start playing with it and like drawing doodles in your notebook or whatever you want to do and be distracted from that person? That's exactly what happens. So you want to have a good posture, not do this, instead do this so that your voice projects, and also keep a nice posture and keep eye contact with the people. So that's my number 3 tip. I think there's like 3 tips in there together, but they all have to do with reading something on stage. Number 4, practice, practice, practice. I cannot stress enough how much you need to practice for your presentation before you do it. Some people are naturals, some people are not. So you gotta practice, but always try to be yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not. So for example, if you are reading what you wrote that you want to talk to the people, you're not being yourself. You're just reading a script, or you're just like remembering everything and you bottle it up in your brain. It's not gonna come out natural. Instead, what I want you guys to do is to focus on 1, 2, or 3 points that you can actually use. For example, let's say that the topic is about dinosaurs and you want to talk about different things about the dinosaurs. So divide the topic in 3 or 4 sections and put small points on your paper that remind you what the topic is about. But don't try to read it all from the notebook. Try to practice at your own home. So for example, if your topic is dinosaurs and your first subject of the topic is when they were born, you want to write they were born in and the date, and then if you know the information and you studied it and you practice it at home, you should be able to just talk about it like that. My number 5 tip and my last tip for this video is simply talk about something you're passionate about. The reason people like Gary Vee are successful in YouTube, and the reason why other YouTubers are great in YouTube, is because they talk about what they love. If you love helping others, if you love talking, if you love communicating, then talk about that. Talk about how communication can help bring people together, or talk about how you love public speaking, or how you love talking to different individuals. If you love modeling, if you love literally fashion, then talk about that. That's one thing that literally will help you get through your public speaking, and it will help you literally reach out to other people. The other thing that will help you is literally, if you don't love the topic, let's say that you're in college and they force you to do a presentation about something that you really don't give a crap about, then find things that you actually care about in that subject. Find things that keep you interested enough so that you can have the interest of the people that you're talking to. Because what happens is, if you're not interested in what you're talking to, if you're not interested about what you're talking about, people are going to notice, because you're not going to practice. You're not going to talk with a lot of passion. You're just going to feel like you're reading from a script, which is one of the topics that I told you guys to avoid in a public speaking scenario, is try to be yourselves by not being a robot on stage. And for that, one thing that will help you is being familiarized with your topic and also loving your topic. Again, like people like Gary Vee and Graham Stephan, the reason they come off as genuine on YouTube, both are about finances, is because they love finance, they love real estate, they love trends, and they love helping others understand those topics. And that's why not only can we learn from them, but also we can actually see the passion behind everything they do. And that's why they're so contagious. So those are my tips for those out there that want to do public speaking and that want to follow a structure. And I will say a bonus tip is understand your audience, and the other one is understand what you're going to be talking about. Especially if you're in a debate, you want to know what you're talking about, and you want to know You want to have information that can back you up so that you can prove your things to be true. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to be ridiculed in public stage, and you don't want that to happen. Instead, be very sure of what you're talking about, and also be able to communicate it in a way that everybody sees that you're passionate about it. So guys, if you like this video and this video will help you at some point, make sure to like this video. It will help my channel out a lot. I'm still trying to figure out what my channel is going to be about completely. So bear with me. I know that it's not easy to see different topics, especially Jehovah's Witnesses and self-improvement topics and fashion and all this sort of topics like Puerto Rico and all that. I want to bring it closer to 1 or 2 topics tops, but I felt like for now we're in the stage of building this YouTube channel, so we're trying to figure out what we're actually passionate about. You're gonna see me experimenting a little bit here and there, but bear with me. I have your best interest at heart. I want to help you guys in whatever I can. I want to have you have great content and be entertained at the same time. So make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I'll be posting a new video, and just please help me in this journey to find out what we really want to help you guys with or entertain you guys with. So with that being said, I'm Daniel Albino, and this is the end of our video.